Mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá jákèjádò àgbáláyé. Mo kí wa wípé a kú dédé àsìkò yìí ẹ̀yin ọmọ aládé. Ẹ̀yin ènìyàn mi, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ jẹ́ ká tún jọ wo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nínú Biafra. Ṣé mọ̀ pé àti Yorùbá nation àti Biafra, àwa méjèèjì náà la jọ ń pariwo papọ̀ pé a fẹ́ dá dúró, pé ìyà Nàìjíríà ti pọ̀ jù. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, in tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nínú Biafra báyìí ó lágbára o. Gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́yìn náà ṣe mọ̀ pé àná ni ìgbẹ́jọ́ Nnamdi Kanu. Ṣùgbọ́n síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ ó dàbí wípé Tinubu fẹ́ lo gbogbo ìjọba rẹ̀ tán tí Nnamdi Kanu fi máa wà níbi tó máa wà yẹn. Torí pé tẹ́yìn náà bá wo àwọn fídíò tí mo fẹ́ mú wá yìí, ẹ̀yin náà máa rí nírí wípé kò sí any sign kankan bíi pé Tinubu máa release Nnamdi Kanu. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, arákùnrin kan ló tiẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ nínú fídíò yìí. Ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ ó kó mi láàánú púpọ̀. Ó ní nígbà tí Buhari wà ń bẹ̀, àwọn nígbàgbọ́ pé torí pé ó jẹ́ Fúlàní ni, pé àwọn mọ̀ pé tí tó máa fi kódà bó ṣe 16 years ló máa lò, àwọn mọ̀ pé kò ní fi Nnamdi Kanu sílẹ̀. Pé ṣùgbọ́n nígbà tí Tinubu tún wọlé, pé hope wọn ni pé àwọn ní ìbáṣepọ̀ tó pọ̀ dáadáa fún Yorùbá, pé Tinubu máa rìlíìsì Nnamdi Kanu. Ṣùgbọ́n pé ìyàlẹ́nu ló tún jẹ́ pẹ̀lú gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n dojúkọ ní kóòtù ní àná òde yìí. Ẹ̀yin ènìyàn mi, máa fẹ́ kẹ́ wo àwọn fídíò yìí. Bí Tinubu ṣe ń bá Nnamdi Kanu fà á, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló tún bá Simon Ekpa fà á ní orílẹ̀-èdè Finland. Finland tiẹ̀ wá bínú sìn. Wọ́n pè wọ́n pé ó yá ẹni tẹ́ ní ká mú kalẹ̀ síbí, ẹ kó àwọn ẹ̀rí wá wípé òun ló ń da Nàìjíríà rú, tí ò jẹ́ kí security wà Nàìjíríà, tó jẹ́ pé òun ló fa bandit àti àwọn Boko Haram, pé ẹ kó evidence wá. Ṣùgbọ́n ó tún ṣe ni láàánú wípé ìjọba Nàìjíríà wọ́n ṣe ń sá káàkiri o láti kó evidence jáde. Wọ́n mú Simon Ekpa sọ́hún yẹn, wọn ò release Nnamdi Kanu. Ẹ̀rí pé ó lágbára díẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin ènìyàn mi, ẹ farabalẹ̀ dáadáa. Ẹ bá mi wo àwọn fídíò yìí lọ́lọ́kan ọ̀jọ̀kan. Tẹ́ bá wá wò tán, ìtẹ́yìn náà bá rí, ẹ bá wa fi sí abẹ́ comment section. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ní tèmi, mo bẹ bàbá Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Ẹ bá wa fi arákùnrin yìí sílẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni a fẹ́ kẹ́ tú okùn lọ́rùn ọmọ Adéyẹbọ pátápátá, kẹ́ jẹ́ kí bàbá ó lè dúró sílé. Ẹ̀yin ènìyàn mi, torí arákùnrin tí mo mú fídíò ẹ̀ wá yìí, ó sọ̀rọ̀ kan ń bẹ̀. Ó ní wọ́n ti rìlíìsì Miyetti Allah, ọ̀gá wọn, wọ́n rìlíìsì Sunday Igboho, ṣùgbọ́n kò yé wọn bó ṣe ń lọ. Wọn ò mọ̀ pé wọn ò tíì free bàbá. Ẹni tó ń bá free ṣe kì í ṣe inú ilé ló yẹ kó dúró sí. Ẹ̀yin ènìyàn mi, ẹ farabalẹ̀, ẹ bá mi wo fídíò ìkẹ́dẹ̀ bá mi sọ lé. Ẹ ṣé mo dúpẹ́. Ẹ bá mi share ẹ o fún gbogbo ọmọ aládé pátápátá kí wọ́n lè mọ̀, because kò sígbà tí máàkù ò ní kú, kò sígbà tí Nàìjíríà ò tí igi ò ní ṣẹ́. Because tẹ́ bá gbọ́ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ tí Nnamdi Kanu sọ ń bí, ó sì ń fọwọ́ sọ̀yà pé ohun tó ń jà fún yẹn gangan lára ẹ̀ gangan lòún dojúkọ yìí, tóun ò dẹ̀ ní dákẹ́. Kò sígbà tí Nàìjíríà ò tí ì ní pín o. Ṣùgbọ́n mo bẹ bàbá Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu kí wọ́n ṣe eré ká lè ráyè sọ̀rọ̀ tó dáa nípa wọn. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, ẹ wo fídíò yìí.
He did me something in my face. I accused him. He was conscious official. I asked him to recuse himself. Why did the chief judge insist I must hear it? He left my case.
Okay, listen. If anybody is not happy with this, then you need to go and
No, I cannot. Because I have a court order. I have a court order. You have released yourself. I have a court order. Anybody who disagrees with this order of court, go to appeal court. That's what you tell me all the time. You are conscious official. You cannot preside over this case number again. Not in this life. You cannot. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. A woman here cannot force these courts to preside on my case. You cannot. Not today, not till forever. You are recused and you stand recused. Tell the chief judge, Nnamdi Kanu said, go on appeal. I recused him from my case. The state recused Justice Adema from my case. I did not insist Adema must hear my case. I never insisted. So why must you insist to hear my case? I don't want you in my case. I don't need you in my case. You are biased. You are biased. You cannot be in my case. I want you to do the right thing. A chairman of the board of managers prosecution is impropriety. Nowhere in the world is such nonsense done. You cannot be hobnobbing with lawyers, hobnobbing with justices, and you're prosecuting a case. It's shameful. Absolutely shameful. Shameful. This is not a court of law. This is a shrine to injustice. And I will not subject myself to it. You stand recused and you must take my case. You cannot try me. This man is not paying attention. There is an order of recusal, and he's a senior advocate, for goodness sake. There's an order of recusal. Is that not the rule of law? The law says if you disagree with this, you go and appeal. You are a grown-up man. Because of 300 million, you're behaving like a child. Go and appeal. Because of money. Because of money they're paying you from ABF surface, you are here standing and smoking evil. Because of money. A grown-up man like you say you have to want to behave like a man of honor. The rule of law says you go and appeal. His lordship Peter Ijoba will not try my case. Not on this planet Earth, I'm telling you that now. So stop wasting your time.
So that I said the view of his part that the defendant has indicated that he will not make a formal application. I apply that the lordship was a 70-day for hearing.
You are not well. You are not well. I'm telling you, this is what I'm not well. This is an order of court. An order of court says Justice Peter Ijoba is recused. An order of court. Order she made as an order. The same Chief Justice writing the stupid memo he's writing. I recused him. He was functus official. He sat on appeal. I took him to NJC. I recused him. Why did he not say I must sit on your case? Why in the case of his lordship is he insisting? He wants to embarrass her. He wants to embarrass your lordship by asking her to come and sit on this case. Is that what you're saying? There's an order of give it to him. He doesn't have it. Give him an order of court. It's an order of court. Give it to him. He doesn't have it. An order. Give it. He doesn't have it. It's an order of court. It's an order of court.
I take your permission to address you.
But let me
tell the defendant that in everything life, there's need for wisdom. And wisdom is very important in this matter.
Tell him lies.
It is not right for you to be insulting the teacher.
If you insult yourself, I will insult you. If you have no respect for yourself, I will insult you. Because people are telling the law, when it comes to Nnamdi Kanu, you turn the law upside down. The law says one thing. If the law says this paper is white, when I go to court, they say it's black. When I say it's black, they say it's white. Is that law? I'm asking you, a senior advocate of Nigeria, is that law? Is the memo from Chief Judge, is memo from Chief Judge sufficient to set aside a court order? The answer is no. Why do you want to change the law in my own case? His Lordship, Justice Peter Ijoba, stand recused in my case. Cannot try me. Why don't you get it? Giving you a definite date for trial so you can do your mathematics you always do. People without shame. I have here before me for the benefit of Chief Ẹwọn because it seems he doesn't know the law. So I will tell him, this is national judicial policy of this country. Please give them a copy each. National judicial policy of Nigeria. National judicial policy. I will tell you what it says. Because you don't know, I will tell you. Talking about memo from the Chief Judge of the High Court. Judicial policy of Nigeria. 1C. I'm reading. Verbatim. In the performance of judicial functions, the judge is subject only to the the law and must only consider the law. The rule of law in every common law jurisdiction in the world is that once an order of court is entered, the only way to set it aside is by going on appeal. That's the rule of law. But it's not advocate, you don't know. I will go to see. A judge must not take or attempt to take orders or instructions of any kind from anyone, even the chief judge, from anybody that may influence his decisions in the performance of judicial function. It means that his lordship, having entered an order of court, a decision. A brother, an old man like this, doesn't know the law. You don't know the law.
I've got the petition. I've got the petition.
I have a petition against Big Tanya. I have a petition against her. Nonsense. Nonsense. Why is it when it comes to my case, they turn the law upside down? They turn the law upside down. Upside down. Upside down.
The rules
Listen. This is the laws of Nigeria. The prosecution, and this court doesn't know the law. That is the fact. Poor knowledge of the law is killing Nigeria. Poor knowledge of the law, they don't know the law. This is a federal gazetted law of Nigeria that says here that the chief judge of Nigeria cannot tell Binta Nyeko what to do. It's here. It's your law. Just obey it. That is why I do what I do. I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra. My right to agitate. My right. They turned it from treasonable felony now to terrorism. Stop talking when I'm talking.
Sorry, sir.
Because these people, they are fools. They think they can mess around with people who are not educated. I am an educated man. I can't show them the petition for the simple reason that if you show it,
What the judge said was that the case file was.
I don't recognize anything Binta Nyeko said today for the simple reason that she has no jurisdiction to try me. None whatsoever. I came out of courtesy and respect. She stands recused from my case and cannot try my case. There are things that are happening in this country that a lot of you do not know. It is my duty to make that very, very clear to all of you today. Because the lies are too much. The lies are too much. I sent a petition to NJC. I don't want to talk about it. Justice Binta Nyeko is using her position for personal gain. For personal gain. Her son and her husband are facing corruption charges. And they told them that if they convict me, this is what happens. You can see it. They don't want the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out. Nobody wants the truth to come out in Nigeria. That's the problem. Who is that person? Who is that person? Binta Nyeko's husband and son are facing corruption charges. They sent her to my case so they can release or smoothen the pathway for the husband and the son.
Who have the lights?
They are facing. It doesn't matter if they off it. In a corrupt society, that's what happens. They are very, very corrupt. There is a breach of judicial oath. They have violated the judicial oath. They have shown bias according to Supreme Court. They are biased against me. Supreme Court said so. And that is why what is happening in the judgments and rulings concerning me has been happening. So, disobedience to superior court orders. Supreme Court said you are biased. You are against this man. You should not have revoked his bail. Nigeria went to Kenya and kidnapped him. These things are in the public domain. Why therefore are they insisting on trying me? A court order was entered. In that very court order, it was said very clearly and succinctly that he is no more. No.
This morning is uncalled for.
Go ahead.
Actually, what happened this morning is actually uncalled for. You can see how the defendant, Nnamdi decided to represent himself. He asked the lawyers with the legal team that we should stop, that he wants to speak. Because Nnamdi is feeling that Nigeria is not fair to him. He's just a human rights activist agitating for self-determination with reasons. And one expected the federal government to address all those reasons that gave rise to this agitation. Of course, we also discover that some other persons that are having this similar issue within Nnamdi. I'm talking about the offense of terrorism, Showore from the west, the president of Mieti Allah Kato from the north, Sondibo, their own has been settled. Why is Nnamdi still in the detention? And the people are saying that it's because he's an Igbo. Buhari did it because he's the president. Now Tinubu has come from the west. And this is not good for this country in any way. So we feel that there is still a room for them to withdraw these charges and so that we have peace. Of course, you now discover that the Court of Appeal, non-Court of Appeal is sitting in the whole of Southeast. The judges, the federal judges in the Southeast, judges of National Industrial Court, Federal High Court, Court of Appeal, they are not sitting because of the threats given by some persons saying that there is no justice in this country. So you can see how what Nnamdi is saying. I tried, though as a lawyer, is uncalled for, but I try to see his feelings.
Now, we saw your client use so many unprintable names.
Yes, of course, which I did not consent to. Of course, because what we are, as a lawyer, we have our rules of ethics. And you discover that when we are trying to calm him down, he said that we should sit down and walk away, that we should not represent him again. So he decided, so he's not a lawyer. So, and I think the judge and the federal government understand, because many people have applied to the federal government. Many other persons have applied, has begged the federal government, please use political means to resolve this particular matter, releasing Nnamdi so that we have a peace. So, and now the judge, on the issue of the judge recusing herself, there is a subsisting court order. That's what Nnamdi is saying. One expected the judge to first of all set aside that order. I heard them say, you give the order, you have the right to set aside the order. And even that to set aside the order, you to have now give way for you to have jurisdiction into the matter. Thank you and God bless you.
So does it mean now you no longer represent him?
Except he called us and asked us to continue. From what is in the court now, he has, maybe because of today's proceedings, are you going to say, because I have a letter he gave me, and that letter has not been withdrawn. So if he wrote to me and asked me, I will withdraw.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure.
Your name or comment?
Maxwell Opera is my name. A member of the
Do you react to today's proceedings? We've seen that the case could not even go on as planned, and now she has adjourned the case sine die. What's the way forward?
Well, there's no way this case could have gone on anywhere, because in the first place, the court had lost jurisdiction to sit over this case since September last year. So we came here today on a limited appearance. We appeared under protest out of utmost respect for the judge and for the court, to listen to the court as to the reasons why we were invited before the same court that was recused in September last year. Nigerian public needs to understand the nature of a recusal. A recusal comes as a court order, and even non-lawyers are aware that once an order of court is made, the only way you can set it aside is to take it on appeal. Nobody appealed this order. The order is extant and subsisting, is still valid, and we were invited today to be informed about some memo from the chief judge that we don't even have a copy of the memo. So our submission on the record is that the court stands recused until that order is set aside.
Now, sir, the judge, Justice Peter Yako, has adjourned this case, Senator. What is the implication for your client?
Well, Senator is a word of art for indefinite adjournment. So she had no business, the court, like I said before, even having the case before her today. So adjoining it, Sinadai or not, really, it doesn't apply. But remember that we had requested this adjournment Sinadai last year, but it wasn't granted.
So
but now,
next?
well, it's up to the judiciary and the federal government. We are not the prosecutor, we are the defense. You throw the ball to us and we catch the ball. We cannot reinstitute the case. Let them do the right thing. Our client recused the judge and the judge consented to the recusal through a coroner. So we await the day that this case will be recalendared before a new judge to try it. We are not afraid of trial, but we are afraid of injustice.
And aren't you scared that it might come back to her again? What if it's brought back to her?
Well, under the Constitution, it shall be resisted. It will be unconstitutional to have the same judge who stands recused to recalendar the same case and try it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
These people, they should not do their work. They should not secure the searches. If there is insecurity in the searches, then the federal government should be held accountable. Because that was the clamor, Simon Egba. And that's why we said arrest him, detain him, and prosecute him. Let us now see or know those unknown government in the searches who are there. The federal government should not answer us. All this propaganda is coming home now. If there is any insecurity in the searches, the federal government should not tell us who is behind it. Because IPOP has made it categorically clear that they don't kill. They can't kill any Igbo man. So let them go and tell us who is that person in the searches that is causing this problem. How can you call somebody unknown government? Remember, it was the federal government that called them unknown government. Because this propaganda now, we are beginning to unravel it. And let them tell us who is now giving them order. Or is this time on neighbor in prison? It cannot be Nnamdi Kanu. You and I know that. So who are they acting on their order?
They say that the Finland government don't drag the Nigeria government go for ICC as they refuse to bring evidence against Simon Ekpa, allegedly. As this information they come, now so when they bring and they come, I go play the video of this our brother where they explain everything for inside this video. And I want you to, as they watch, make sure say they share the video. And don't forget to stay there for Balabas G. So here we bring you Ogba news as it they go. Please share this video as they watch up. Now, let us talk about what is happening in Finland and why the Nigerian government don't want to bring evidence. Remember, they did this canting to Nnamdi Kanu, Hamadike one of Biafra, the supreme leader himself. Remember that they go Kenya, go kidnap him, come Nigeria. Since that time, their courts don't even set them free, but they still hold Mazen and the Kaliti dead. So what the Tinubu government and the Buhari government, former president, want is what we don't really know. But remember, this world we are, one day people will rise and take a law into their hands. So if Nigeria don't want to see that happening, they should do the needful to release Nnamdi Kanu. So Tinubu, go and answer the court of
Good
Finland.
morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night to all of you, pending where you are coming from. Now, a big problem is on ground now. Now, since on the 29th of November, we have been calling on Nigerian government to bring forward evidences against Mazi Simon Ekpa, which has alleged that he's a terrorist, he's the one destroying the southeast, and all of a sudden nobody is showing up again. But the one way you can't tire me now, you see, Finland has sued the Nigerian government. They have just sued Nigerian government of recent, you know, and now it is now left for the Nigerian government to come and defend this allegation in ICC. This is Criminal Court of Justice. Now, Finnish authorities sued the Nigerian government for alleging that Simon Ekpa is a terrorist, is the one inciting violence in the southeast and carries so many attacks by killing his own citizens in the east. Simon Ekpa claims that he is the Prime Minister of the Biafran government in exile who is defending the southeast of all terrorist attacks from the Fulani henchmen. And you see, the truth is that Nigerians will never tell you the truth. The truth is that the government of Nigeria knows that they have been sued in ICC, but nobody wants to show up again. This is a man that they call terrorist. This is a man they wanted to destroy his reputation. This is a man that Nigerian government said he is the one, he is the cause of the insecurity in the southeast. And how come all of a sudden none of them is talking again? Now, how come all of a sudden no news reporter is reporting Simon Ekpa's case again from Finland? How come? Because they know what is going on. The Nigerian government know what is going on. With what I am seeing, Nigeria know exactly what is going on. But they don't want to showcase it because Tinubu is a thief. They thought this was Africa where they can come and bribe their way in. Yeah, that's what they thought. They thought this is Nigeria where they can use money to bribe everybody. When I told you people that Tinubu is a corrupt man, he's corrupt, more corrupt than the devil himself. You people think I'm joking. Most of you came here and started lying and started insulting me on my platform. Some are saying that they hate what is it called, the Biafrans, and that the Biafrans will buy. So, but we are calling on Nigerian government, Tinubu, Shetima, Chief of Army Staff, which is General Christopher Musa, you must come to that ICC because you brought up this case of Mazi Simon Ekpa. You were the one that you were calling this man every time, Mazi Simon Ekpa terrorist, Mazi Simon Ekpa terrorist. So now that they have called you to come, they sued Nigerian government, you will come and defend it. And you will come and defend the people you killed, your soldier killed in Aba, your people killed in Aba, those 2 people that they killed and burnt them, you will come and defend it. Because you see, this time around it's no good. When we were declaring the independence state, I don't know, illiterate lawyers that came and said, oh, we are comicals, we are jokers, we don't have sense. How can somebody declare come on, I keep asking questions. Why is it that when it gets to Igbo people's, pain, it becomes inferior? Why is it that when it gets to anything that the Igbo man is doing, you don't want to hear about it? But Chief Sunday Adeyemo, aka Igboho, went to Britain, House of Parliament, to submit a document, in which we don't know what was in the document. None of you spoke about it, but you could talk about the one that Simon Ekpa is doing. And now that same Simon Ekpa and the Finnish authority have sued you, Nigerian government, criminal government, and none of you is talking about it anymore. But you are going to come. You see this one that you people did, because you people shot the first bullet, and you went and take cover. But you are coming to defend these lies against our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. This is what he has been waiting for. And finally, the opportunity has set himself. You think he will back down? I know who he is. Nigerian government, una don't come finish. And let me address the CJN, because I thought you were educated, but I can see that you are an educated fool with money in your mind. They bribed you to, start saying all this nonsense about Simon Ekpa. But now you will come to Finland. I know you don't have any experience of war. You will come to Finland. So that when you choose money over your career, over your life, then the aftermath is what you are seeing and what you are going to see. And you see those people that you killed in Aba and burnt them, you will come and tell us their offense and how they were tried before you killed them. You see, after this, our, plans, Nigeria, you will never remain the same. You called us a terrorist. And I have some useless northerners. There are so many sensible ones among them, but some useless northerners coming to ask the EU that they should prescribe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist. They should prescribe IPOB a terrorist. IPOB. Do you know the meaning of IPOB? The indigenous people of Biafra. Who are the Biafrans? People like us that are abroad. You think they don't have sense? You don't. When you people talk, we can see so much hatred, bitterness in your words because you don't like the Igbo. Let us go. You don't want. Let us remain and do our business in peace. No, your own is you get jealous of us anytime we buy big cars, anytime we build our houses. If we are living comfortably, you are jealous of us. Allow us to go, you refuse. But this time, this is the end because Biafra has come. And spoiler alert, the next president of United States is Donald J. Trump. That one, they hear. This prescription that you want them to prescribe by POB, we will see how it goes. Terrorist country, terrorist nation. Those of you that are asking me, what passport did I use in traveling? What passports am I using? I am using the nonsense Nigerian passport that cannot get you anywhere. Apart from when they see that you have a certain amount of money. When I've lived in England for how many years? When I want to go to any country, when I show them my residential permit, they allow me to go. A very useless country indeed. Useless country. You are coming to prove that in ICC. None of you want to show up again. After calling Mazi Simon Ekpa a terrorist, after calling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist, we told you that the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be the end of Nigeria. You refuse. You think we are joking. But we told you that you can only kill the flesh. You cannot kill the ideology of Biafrans. And we have risen up to fight and take back our land. Musa, remove.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I must talk today. What do you have to make it happen? You need that to dance. You need to tell us the evil way you do. We make the see owe you to today for that station. Tell us first.
Listen, this is the laws of Nigeria. The prosecution And this court doesn't know the law. That is the fact.
Yes.
Poor knowledge of the law is killing Nigeria. Poor knowledge of the law. They don't know the law. This is a federal gazetted law of Nigeria that says here that the chief judge of Nigeria cannot tell Binta Nyeko what to do. It's here. It's your law. Just obey it. That is why I do what I do. I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra by right to agitate. My right. They turned it from treasonable felony now to terrorism. Stop talking when I'm talking.
Just imagine. They just own one young man for more than going to 4 to 3 years now because of say he's tired of the system of the country. Believe me or not, na Igbo man still make never release this man. There must be senior man for Igbo leader wey still make never see release this man. Because of my own sense of reason, no be this man make Nigeria no get light. No be this man make us they part you a lot in the hand of poverty in this country. No be this man. No be this man make us get bad road. No be this man make the system of the country not dey work well. No be because just imagine, una deprived one young man because of say he say I'm tired of the system of the country. We all are tired. We don't tired for the country. Yes. Just imagine. Only the poor they part you a lot in the country. They say way life work. And we say the country they move well. Say the masses are smiling. I swear to God. Nobody for they talk about say share the country or Biafra. Nobody for the one. Now because of the system of the country, they favor some particular people. That's the reason why. I beg, make una use this energy so they give Nigeria light. No be shame say we get government 21st century in the full world. Only we dey celebrate darkness every day. We don't get light. 21st century Nigeria they think about out of face road. Governor go fail, the head go fail. It's very bad. Make una free this young man with immediate effect. He get family, he get feelings. When he come to Igbo, betrayal too plenty for that place. Because who they benefit from the government don't go like to help his fellow brothers. Igbo people, make una unite as one. This young man don't suffer. He don't patch you a lot. After when they all and peace the land, every blessed day kidnapping for east. People they die. The youth are doing kidnapping. The youth are doing fraud. Young guys they travel. Go Libya today. People die for desert every day. The youth are dying in desert every day because the system of the country is not working. Why Nigeria they migrate? In short, Nigeria don't migrate. Nigeria escape from death. They escape of poverty, of bad road, food price, escape from no light. 21st century, we get minister, we get senator, get everybody. They actually they go school for abroad. Don't be shame. You cannot build school in your father's land. You depend in white man country. Make una free that young man. Una free him. When he come to Igbo, they go they pump the verse. They go the verse. Igbo people is at time. Una stand as one because Bible say, when they unite as one, I shall eat the land. Too much of betrayal to free Igbo land. Igbo people, wake up! Wake up! They hate you not too much. Wake up! Wake up! You guys should use the same energy to fight Boko Haram S-men. Fight the people that is kidnapping people inside bush. The only crime and abomination with this young man talk, Nnamdi Kanu, he said, let us go. We have tired since you cannot fix the country for us. There are so many proof that we are dying and smiling. So many proof. Tell me one day in Nigeria, yeah, they go news without bad news. Even today safe. They must be kidnapping today. Person go die today. Look the youth. Everywhere fraud, fraud. Why are they doing fraud? No job for the country. You are living in the country where they say, if you graduate, so get job. Who finish school, they do cab. They drive with barrel. They do cab man. Don't be shame. 21st century. You pay school fees in your father's land. Your father's land safe. No give you job. If you land safe, you no give your father's land. Nigeria is suffering. We are dying in silence. I beg. With you respect the Nigerian government. I don't say very soon, say this boy, don't say go arrest him. When I go arrest me, or when I kill me. When I die, go, the country still remain the same. I beg, this man don't suffer now. Are we not human? We get finished now. Allah they watch us, God they watch us. Let them go. You get family, you get people, you get children. Make it die. I beg, oh, I beg. We they suffer. My friend died for Libya route, even me myself, I've not died for Libya route. I beg. I beg. I beg. I beg. I beg. I poor my pikin.